The U.S. middle class is the 27th richest in the world. Alternate has a write-up about this. Let's put up the chart if we can, Natan. And as you can see here, there are many countries where we're talking about the middle class. So that means 50% of the population makes more than you, and 50% of the population makes less than you. The U.S. ranks 27th. Australia is at the top, and we have, of course, Luxembourg, Germany, Italy, Belgium, Great Britain, the UK, Iceland, Singapore, Switzerland, a number of other countries, and the U.S. is not there. It is 27th on that list. Why is this happening? Well, there's a number of different things that are holding the middle class back that the alternate article points to. We don't have real universal health care, right? We have people who are poor because of having to pay for health care. We have also worse health outcomes than in most other industrialized countries. Weak labor laws where unions have been completely undermined and large corporations have a ton of power. The minimum wage is absolutely pathetic, particularly compared to other developed nations. $7.25 an hour is just not a living wage in most parts of this country. It's just not if you work 40 hours a week on that. And as I mentioned earlier in the show, Wall Street is completely out of control. Deregulation started about 30 years ago. Money is gushing to the top. It is not trickling down, as we have heard that it would. And higher education has become so expensive that students are in such debt when they graduate, compared to other countries where higher education is basically tuition free, that you're just not likely to be able to accumulate wealth anytime soon. It favors taking inferior jobs because you need to be making something over nothing. And then, of course, we have a tax structure, as we've talked about, that favors the rich and the corporations that they work with. That's what it is. So for people saying, hey, we have all these rich people, the stock markets are doing great, even though stock ownership is really limited to mostly just rich people, at least the majority of it, it is not trickling down. The U.S. middle class is 27th in wealth around the world. And there's a lot of countries ahead of the U.S. that you wouldn't really assume would be there.
Right, like Kuwait, which is just above us.
Yeah.
And I mean, I think a lot of people who would contest this would say, well, our lower class is much wealthier than the lower class in Kuwait. But
that's a conversation we could have, but why can't we talk about the middle class?
Yeah.
In other words, it seems like a canard.
Right. And when you look at the numbers, I mean, not only does 27th sound pretty bad, but when you look at the actual numbers, when you look at the actual money,
if you look at the difference between first and 27th,
yeah, it's huge.